So all set? Is YouTube live set? Okay. All right. So welcome to today's live trading session. And of course, right behind me, behind the scenes, of course, I have my investing.com application open for fundamental analysis to give us more clearer direction of where the markets are going to be heading to today. Why we do live trading is very important for you to understand that we are here to guide you with this exemplary live trading sessions so that you can be profitable as well, of course, and always understand that ZTradex is after your profits and not your losses. So we are going to be taking a look at the following currency pairs. First, we'll be taking a look at major currency pair Euro USD. Then we'll be taking a look at one stock, Apple, and then finally we'll be ending it with a cryptocurrency BTC USD. So I want you to understand something real quick. Today we'll all base our analysis on pure chart patterns, price action, and as well as support and resistance strategies. And of course, finally, we'll be talking about trend line movement. So first, I'll just mark out a trend line, which we are currently seeing here. This is a very good upward movement. So we are going to backdate from 14th of January, which is about 3 days ago. We have seen the chart being absolutely on an uptrend gradually. And for us to have a clearer view on this, we go to a higher time frame. Let's try a 1 day time frame for us to be able to see clearly. Now, this is a very important zone. We see momentum quietly dying at this point, and this point, respectively 1.03988, and secondly at 1.03719, and thirdly at 1.02528. So if you're a very time traveling trader, you would have understood that momentum has started dying since about 6 days ago or 2 weeks ago on the Euro USD pair. And what to expect now is time for the buys. The buyers are taking over. Now, if you had noticed the last 4 daily candles, we had a retracement. This is a hammer, inverted hammer, a second inverted hammer, and something like a doji. But currently, we are following up with a very indecisive candlestick pattern, which shows not very quite sure if it's going to be a buy or a sell trend. But of course, due to the fact that we have understood that the trend has been dying momentarily for a sell, it's obviously going to look like a buy trend for me. So let's go back to our higher time frame. 30 minutes more better, or even better, 1 hour if you're using the MT4 or any other platform. But we advise the web.ztradex terminal for you to get along with us. So currently we're going to also mark out a very important part. Now, this is what we need to understand. It doesn't matter what you're currently seeing a downtrend. We're going to understand one thing is this is a very important resistance zone. We understand that market has started testing this zone from the point of 1.03089 and tested again at 1.03083, and thirdly it tested at 1.03147, and finally at 1.03089. So we are expecting a retracement and probably a breakout at this point for a buy trend. So we are actually going to put our take profit somewhere here. We're going to have our take profit somewhere around here, of course, for buy trade, regardless of what is the market is currently showing. It looks like an overall buy trend. So you mark this out. 1.0347 is our projection. for take profit 1. And if you can break out of there, because it's of course the next resistance point. So if you can have a breakout of there, we are entering into a new zone of the 1.30, 1.04 axis, thereabout, which will be our take profit 2. So I'm vouching for a buy trade on the market, and let's see what fundamentals are currently saying to this. The fundamentals are currently saying that the US dollar dominates against the pound euro as Trump countdown Trump as Trump countdown intensifies. Now, the US dollar has really dominated global markets, with investors increasingly focused on the incoming Trump administration, while growth has oriented its data, of course. And we understand that it's going to take more than 1 month of softer US inflation to significantly understand that the US inflation might undermine current bullish market sentiments, because of course the euros has been undermined by strong expectations even down to February. So this of course is just looking like a short-term sell, but we have to wait first, probably replace a buy stop for this trade, or we wait for a breakout first for the upside before we can push down for a buy entry trade. So all good. We need to watch and see what happens in the next few minutes, because of course it looks like a retracement candle, and this is a very important resistance zone. So a breakout of this zone means we are entering into a new zone, a new resistance zone at 1.03472. So now let's take a look at our next pair for today. We're still going to come back to this. Let's take a look at Apple. We're going to dive a little bit into stock markets. So I'm taking a look at Apple today. Let's see what Apple is currently saying. All right. Now checking Apple on a higher time frame, 4 hours. On the 4 hours time frame, Apple currently is looking like a thorough sell trade for me. And I'm going to drop a few sell trade entries for Apple right away because it's still headed downwards. The next support zone for Apple, I'm looking at 223.90. It might get to that point, or definitely will get to that point. So for Apple, we are currently looking for an expected sell. This is because Trump has been in focus. Yes, because the US stock futures have been rising due to the incoming administration, and the main Wall Street indices fell on yesterday, but we're still set for a record of positive week. And the first full trading week of 2025, let's say, officially began, because a lot of people have been having a lot of inauguration rooms and expected sell trends. So I'm taking a sell. It's a $5,000 account. If you have an account lesser, I advise you apply proper risk and money management to this, and make sure you're able to deal properly with a good lot size, all based on your current account balance. Okay, let's just put a pending sell. This because the market opens at about 1:30 p.m. The market opens at about 1:30 p.m. So it's ideal that we focus by the time the market opens at that point and make sure that we are able to make good sell entries for that trade. So what to do next? The last pair we're going to check, of course, before we go back to the Euro USD, we're going to take a look at, we're going to have a look at BTC USD. So don't forget the first pair, Euro USD, the second pair now being Apple, and the third one, BTC USD. We're going to come back to Apple when the market opens. So put it down your take profit zones at 224.12 for a sell trend for the Apple futures. Why for the Euro USD, we are expecting a buy trend, and we are expecting about 40 pips from the entry before it gets to the next resistance, and then we can make a good profit from that. So the third one we are looking at today is BTC USD. We're having a look at BTC USD. So let's go to cryptos and look for BTC USD. That's it. So let's see what has been happening fundamentally on BTC USD. BTC has been doing not so badly in recent times. Currently, last year it had a very important breakthrough, and it got to its highest all-time high ever. And this time around, we are expecting it to have more attachment towards the upside. Currently, we are seeing a lot of buy candles. It's so bullish, if you ask me. And we are currently sitting on a very important resistance zone at 102.650. So the next zone, of course, it could be heading to is 108, or we say 105 first. Then the next zone is 108. So at this point, we're expecting this from here. We are looking at about nothing less than, this is over 4,000 pips. Amazing, because the market is really charging. So I'm vouching for the buyers. Anyone who is buying BTC definitely is going to be heading towards this point. So we have enough money to take, enough profit to take from this. So I make a few buy entries for BTC. Of course, remember to always apply good risk and money management. So I'm taking like from a $5,000 account, I'm taking like 4 open entries for this. So that's it. So our take profit zones, let's edit it. Our take profit, remember I said the first take profit will be at 105,248.87, and the next take profit will be at 108.316 108,316.38. So have that in mind. Let's go back to Euro USD. Let's have a look at Euro USD again. Let's have a look at Euro USD again. Exactly, just as we predicted. Sometimes we need to check all the time frames to understand better. Can you see? The retracement happened. The retracement happened on a 1 hour time frame. We're looking at this, right? On a 1 hour time frame. Then on 4 hours time frame, we're looking at tweezer tops and tweezer bottom candle. You see, they are actually identical and they symbolize a reversal. So I'm vouching for an uptrend for Euro USD. Vouching for an uptrend for Euro USD. And of course, we can see the double shoulder with head formation pattern. Double shoulder with head. These are the two shoulders. This is the head. And we're expecting a reversal, of course. So I'm taking a few entries for Euro USD now. I'm looking at like 2 or 3 entries for this with proper risk management. Let's say 3 entries will be okay. But of course, I want you to understand something. If you have a lower balance, if you have something of like $1,000, $500 or something lesser, I advise you to go lesser. Okay, use a minimal lot size so that you don't avoid losing the account. Please, very important. Risk management is the only way you can win in the market. If you have good and proper risk management, you're always going to be a winner. So you know how to manage your trades, know how to get out of losses. Don't assume that the losses are going to reduce or anything. Once you see that they are close to your stop loss or you see it hit your stop loss, it's fine. Just have a rest and, you know, come back again and make better trade entries. So never revenge the market, never go against the market. Just be patient. There are millions of opportunities that always show up, that always come up for you to make money from the market. So we have 3 entries already for Euro USD. While we wait for Apple stock is the last trade we are going to be working on today. And of course, as we analyze, it's going to be a sell. It has been selling for 2 days straight now, or 3 days straight now on the daily candle. So we're expecting a continuous sell on the Apple stock market. So for those who are just joining us, I believe a few people have been joining. We have talked about 3 currency pairs that we are going to be watching out today. First, we talked about Euro USD. The next was this, Apple. And of course, the third was BTC USD. So Euro USD, we projected a buy. We have taken 3 entries on it. I myself have taken 3 entries. For BTC USD, for a buy as well, I've taken 4 entries on that with minimal lot size, all based on my account balance. So also you should have good risk management for your account balance. Now for Apple, I'm projecting a sell, but currently the Apple stock market is not open yet. By 1:30, it will be open. I take a few sell trades for it too and secure some profit because it's looking like a pure downtrend and an easy money spot for me, if you ask me. So Euro USD for a buy. Don't forget, BTC USD for a buy, Apple for a sell, Apple stock market for a sell. So I'll go buy it again so that you can check out the, I want you to check out the take profit zones so that you don't forget them. You always remember